Right now, the Gryphs are in 5th place. They have not locked up a playoff spot. Only the top 6 teams will make the playoffs. Opening throwdown is won by the Gryphs. They come out wearing the white, and the Wrath come out wearing the black. There's 4 ways to score here in SlamBall, and that's one of them. A slam dunk is good for 3 points. Anything else inside the tramp where you don't touch your hand on the rim, that's only 2. If you take a shot outside the tramps, that's 3 points, and a shot beyond the arc, that is 2.5 feet beyond an NBA 3, that's good for 4 points. Now, so after a face-off, the offensive team does keep possession of the ball.
How about those gold helmets? They look pretty good on the Gryphs. It's almost like a Notre Dame.
You like that. They slam there. Hey, ball goes to the Gryphs.
He is just everywhere. He's throwing it off the backboard, making passes. I mean, this guy can do it all out there.
What's so cool about SlamBall is how fast it comes at you. It's a hybrid of basketball, football, hockey. You see the boards around. It keeps the ball in play. And there's a dunk up high. Kayshawn Jones. Now, because he didn't hit his hand on the rim, it's only considered a 2, not a 3.
That's right, because people want to see the ball thrown. Ooh, wow, that was really nice. People want to see the ball thrown through the rim with force. And so we made it so that you have to make contact with the rim in order to get the 3 points on.
Now, because there was contact on Justin Holmes as he was entering the trim, that's a violation. Take a look at this putback dunk first by Darian Slade.
And Slade has come a long way. During training camp, he was on nobody's radar, and his development is amazing.
There's Justin Holmes! Whoa! That is his first face-off miss of the season. You got to credit Greg Helt with the stop.
14 for 14 coming into that face-off. And Greg Helt, who was abandoned by the Lava team just days ago, makes the biggest stop, maybe of the whole season, let's call it.
Heck of a stop by Helt right there.
Here's Kayshawn Jones. That boy can get up, but he stood on no man's land. That's out of bounds, so a travel called. Looks like he took a shot to the face. He is down right now.
I think he got hit in the face. Kayshawn is really tough, though. He is a football athlete that really comes to SlamBall with a lot of toughness.
Yeah, and he's also the X factor for the Gryphs. He could score in bunches, but he also leads the team in turnovers, so he's got to be able to be on that plus side this game.
Windmill dunk, Justin Holmes. You're not going to keep him off the scoreboard for long.
Justin Holmes is nasty with that windmill. And you think about it, right? If you're attacking the stopper straight away, he can time out the block. But if you throw that windmill and move the ball around, it's much harder to stop.
Jones jumped the stopper out of the way with the bounce and had the easy slam.
Yeah, and that's something a lot of players are doing now. If they know they can't get a clean slam, they just throw it off the backboard and dunk it.
That time it was laid in off the glass because he didn't put his hand on the rim. It's only a 2. And Holmes quickly back the other way. We play 5-minute quarters, running clock as we approach a minute to play here in the first.
That might be my favorite part about Ty McGee's game, is that he won't be denied at the rim. If he's not going to get a dunk, he's going to get the layup, he's going to get the floater, he's going to make something happen.
Here's Ty McGee in attack mode, off the top bounce. Wow, that was Wilkerson with the block.
Oh my God, Wilkerson. He's just a really big NFL-style body, but it didn't help there. Ty McGee can get you at the rim, but he can also be a huge threat as a takeoff artist, and he's really making that happen, taking off from the perimeter beds, getting all the way to the rim.
So a foul called against McGee as Stanford was entering the tramps. Once you leave your feet, the player cannot be touched entering the scoring bed. So in the bonus, 2 points awards to the Gryphs, they keep the ball.
Yeah, and Ty McGee, he plays at such a pace that it is really tough for him to stop, and he just comes over and over in waves.
Once you put the ball down, you could get hit. You better watch out here.
And Darian Slade will hit you. He's got no problem loosening your molars for you.
Final seconds here in this first. 2 seconds, throwing it up. And a good stop there by Trey Landers for the Wrath. How about this one? The Wrath came in as a 4.5-point favorite, according to Circus Sports. The Wrath and the Gryphs, alongside Mason Gordon, CEO and creator of SlamBall, Hernando Planels Jr., head coach for the Buzzsaw, John Schriffen. Oh, what a dunk by Justin Holmes. Mason, You and James Willis go back.
Yeah, James was like my best friend in college, and you know, part of why I created SlamBall was it so James could have a professional sports opportunity. And one time he sent me a text message basically saying he was the greatest player of all time in SlamBall, and that he didn't get enough attention. And at that point, we ceased being best friends.
Time McGee, it's face-off time. How about Stanford getting up?
It's really important that you create some physicality. If you're not creating physicality in the open floor, you damn sure better do it in the face-off.
There's Darian Slay doing a pull-up on the rim right there. Ties the game at 16.
Yeah, and what we're seeing is the attackers, the gunners are getting onto the scoring tramp, but they're landing outside of the stopper's box so it could really explode over the stopper and get a finish.
Can I just say Champ Willis is an idiot?
Wow.
You did. You just said it.
I'm just kidding. Champ's one of the greatest players of all time. Let me just back up.
Slay taking over this game right now. Coach Jelani, they start off slow, but he really had role definition and guys stepping up when they weren't playing well.
Shot by Grant. That would have been a 4-point shot, missing everything. Substitutions are now coming in off the fly. That's like hockey. We don't stop the action. You keep it, ball moving.
And when you're in the bonus, you really got to put one hand behind your back and play defense that way. And if you get to the double bonus, it's got to be two hands behind your back. That was really nice.
Ty McGee with the bounce down to fake out the stopper. Hernando, how good is this guy?
Well, I mean, he has great court awareness to know where he is to start on one.
All right, that'll set up a face-off. When you get fouled, we don't shoot free throws. You go one-on-one against the guy who fouled you. Stephen Julian going against Jordan Grant. Get out of here. Stephen Julian with the denial.
The concept of being able to go one-on-one against the guy who fouled you has always been a critical part of SlamBall.
Alley-oop, throwing it down to Sean Kelly.
Deshaun Kelly is so athletic. Ever since he showed up, he has this all-world potential to really be dangerous.
Ty McGee going one-on-one against Wilkerson, and he couldn't get the putback slam. Loose ball recovered by the Gryphs, going the other way, down by 1.
But you see how relentless he is. He just doesn't stop. Who isn't stopping K-Sean? Oh my God. He had this thing the other night where he was shoulders over the backboard, legitimately.
Yeah, he leads all scorers with 14 points. A steal now by the Gryphs. Kelly coming the other way.
That was a really nice escape dribble right there.
Oh, double cut right here it is.
Here comes Jones again, just threw him a prayer, and he threw it to himself for the jams. K-Sean Jones, he's got 17.
He had that pause in midair before he dunked it.
Oh! Wilkerson says not tonight. Loose ball, and the Gryphs are jumping on it. They have taken their game to another level here in this second quarter. Here comes Jones again, attacking the stopper. That time Landers got the better of it.
Drew that foul.
All right, what are you looking to see here last 15 seconds of the quarter?
Well, I mean, you just got to get a straight attack. I mean, oh, what a block.
10 seconds.
Shot clock's turned off. 7 seconds to play here in this first half. The Gryphs have one last chance at it. 3 seconds. Here comes Stanford, and he beats the buzzer for the half.
How about that late clock execution from the Gryphs? That is real development. We're seeing these teams get better.
Let it go up.
Finds them into one hustle
gotta get out the way.
style. It's a lot more indicative of winning.
We start each half with a face-off and with a throwdown, and it's won by the Wrath.
6'7", I think.
Easy,
With
get the dribble
really long
in.
arms.
Good.
So he can really get in there and extend before the stopper can do anything about it. And
SlamBall players.
a tremendous amount of creativity that I did not expect to develop so quickly. Toughness, they're more athletic, they're more skilled even than we were, and we'll see if they're as competitive as we were. That's where the playoffs come.
Justin Holmes, who was fouled, he has a face-off one-on-one against Greg Helt. Here goes Holmes, and he's back in the winning column this day. He was in the camp for the 49ers, played a little arena football, and he's like, man, this is a dream come true to be a professional athlete once again here at SlamBall.
And he's making the most out of it, which is beautiful to see.
That is
my
freestyle
God.
at its finest. Ty McGee. And here comes Holmes the other way. Don't blink, because you're going to miss something in SlamBall.
Oh, his left hand, he just showed it to him and just threw it down.
McGee off the backboard, and look who was waiting for him, Deshaun Kelly.
Kelly got smart on that play.
Jones cocked it back, but denied by Landers. Back and forth we go. Here come the Wrath. Ty McGee, he's got the advantage, and he's got a dunk for 3 more.
You know, full in control, off transition. The transition defense has to be better if the Gryphs are going to have a good chance here.
And John, can I ask for
Ball.
Oh my God.
McGee had the stopper, so he bounced it down and has the easy jam.
You want the players to run what you want them to run, and it's not instantaneous, is it?
No, it's not, especially with how quick this game is. You almost have to already have a primary and secondary break, and from there, you know, let them play it throughout and just learn all the different cuts.
I think that's clear that it's going to get so much better and better with subsequent cycles. Oh, there, that was really nice. They got 2 guys going at the stopper, and then Grant went up to finish the play.
McGee just out jumps the stopper for another dunk.
Keeping this seat warm for when the real star shows up. But we're really excited. It's a great story. We were doing a television show called One Tree Hill, and they called us up and they had created this whole storyline where the main character got into SlamBall and tried to make his comeback to the NBA through SlamBall. So we were able to train with James Lafferty for months and months, Stan Fletcher, Noah Ballou, and we created a great friendship. So when James found out, oh my, Greg Held.
Greg Held. Mason, to your point, he was newly traded from the Lava just a few days ago. We got a face-off here in the 4th quarter. Kayshawn Jones with a one-on-one against Trey Landers. Here goes the big bounce and the windmill in his face.
He could have double windmilled that, I think, the way Kayshawn does.
And that's all Pat Graves. He's the guy who has taught them all how to maneuver on these tramps, and they look so comfortable here in week 4. How high did Jones get there? Just levitating, throws it in. That's 2 points because he didn't put his hand on the rim. But let's see what he can come up with here. Went through his hands, and it'll go over to Steven Julian. As the cutter helped, but it went through his hands.
I think what I'm really impressed is how many cuts each teams are doing at this stage. It's tremendous.
On his head, Kayshawn Jones, look out.
He is at a 30-piece already.
From the corner, off the mark, rebound goes to Holmes.
Oh, good deflection. And McGee is right there. Oh, and that's a popcorn. Yep. You saw Kelly followed McGee in, disrupted his bounce, and that's not allowed. That's a violation. 2 points. 2-point bonus.
So the Wrath trying to come back in it behind Ty McGee. He's now at a 30-piece. Wow.
That was pretty cool because he took off. They are dying for this win.
The Wrath have already clinched a playoff spot. The Gryphs have not. They need this win tonight. They're up by 8, 2 minutes to play here in the 4th. Flying through, denied by Landers.
And you know, 8 points in SlamBall is absolutely nothing.
That's 2 4-pointers.
Yep.
Here's McGee,
There it
one-on-one
is.
with Wilkerson, and he just out-jumps everybody. Ty McGee's up to 33 on the night.
I don't know if we'll see a good shot of this, but Ty McGee's eyes are always watching the stopper's feet. So he's always trying to get a separate bounce and a distinct bounce that'll give him an advantage in the air.
20-second shot clock is winding down. It's at 1, and they don't get a shot off. A 20-second shot clock violation.
Well, he stopped in the island there. You absolutely cannot do that.
Yeah. We tell our players, complete your cuts no matter what.
McGee, he's looking for more. He's got 36 off that 3-point dunk.
It looks so simple. It looks like he's in the backyard, like on a backyard trampoline, but it's so hard to do what Ty McGee is doing.
That 8-point lead is now down to 2. Ball on the floor, loose ball, tied up, and possession goes to the defense on all tie-ups. And we're going to have a timeout by James Willis, head coach for the Wrath. Here we go, under a minute to play. Wrath down by 2, McGee on the island. Finds a cutter, a wipeout there by Julian. McGee gets it back. Shot clock's down to 7. McGee in the scoring bed, throws it to himself. That was just ridiculous. As the Wrath take a 1-point lead, and Holmes takes it right back with the dunk.
1 second later, they take the lead again.
John, I don't think we've ever seen that move from Ty McGee.
And McGee is fouled, and because they're in the bonus, 2 points automatically to the Wrath. That ties it at 62, and the Wrath keep the ball.
This is when you're just screaming at your guys, get a stop. Get a stop no matter what. Don't let him get in the tramp, and we got to get our stopper to make a play at the rim.
Once we get this ball.
They're actually, excuse me, it's going to be a break it or take it. Here's the face-off time. And McGee is stopped by Kelly, which means the Gryphs get the ball.
Kelly's giving up 30, 40 pounds to McGee. That's pretty incredible.
Right there.
So Holmes will inbound, 18.8 seconds to play, and they're going to foul before the ball is even put in play.
They want all that time when they get it back to be able to execute.
And how about McGee? McGee said, I want to be the guy to give up the foul because I want to get the stop on this face-off.
McGee is the unquestioned leader of his team, and he's in a dramatic situation. Let's see what he can do.
They fouled Deshaun Kelly. Here we go, one-on-one. And McGee fouled him, and he said, I'm going to stop you. So the Wrath get the ball back, down by 2. I'm guessing they're going to give it to Ty McGee.
I think you're right.
And McGee is fouled entering the tramp.
You know, in these situations, we tell our players, when you win the foot war, that means staying in front with your feet, you're going to be in a great position defensively, and that didn't happen right then.
So it's another face-off, a break it, take it. McGee, one-on-one against Justin Holmes. This for the lead. McGee! Oh, my goodness!
That was gigantic. He just out-jumped him.
Yep.
He just plain old out-jumped him. Look at this.
Look.
Moves the ball around so he can't get a beat on it. And that's the best face-off guy in the league.
Right there, right
And did you see his left hand? He had him and was pushed him and dunked on him.
That gives him 42 points on the night. One shy of the record he set earlier this season, 43. That's a single game all-time scoring record in SlamBall. But now Julian, he will be fouled and will force another face-off. Kayshawn Jones will be on D for the Gryphs.
It is the pride of the Big Red of Cornell, Stephen Julian.
This is for the game right here. Julian denied. Jones and the Gryphs are still alive with that big stop.
That was quality defense from Kayshawn. He was late to the play, but still stuck his nose in there in order to get the stop. And we're going the other way.
So here we go. The Gryphs needing this win to get into the playoffs. Down by 1, 12.2 seconds to play. Fernando, what are you drawing up? What should we expect to see here?
Well, I'm watching what the Gryphs are doing. They took their stopper out. They're going full-on offense right here. And I love this idea, so I'm going to say I would do this.
Here goes Holmes off the big bounce. And the Gryphs, they take a 2-point lead. Clock continues to run. 2 seconds.
Timeout.
Here's McGee, and he is fouled before the game expired.
Holmes back there. Here we go.
Here we go. Ty McGee. He lost the handoff.
He blew it. That's it. He blew it. Oh my God, that's terrible. Oh, I feel so bad for Ty McGee. He played the game of his life and just fumbled the ball there at the end.
It's not over yet. There's still 1 second on the clock. So the Gryphs will have to inbound the ball. With 1 second on that break it, take it, they got the ball back.
He just got too excited. You see where it went wrong there. It just kind of went to the side. Unbelievable. I really feel for Ty McGee because he really played his face off all night.
And you know, that delay is almost like icing the kicker in football. From them trying to figure out who's going to be the stopper, they iced him. It could have played a part in what happened right there.
What a spectacular game. There were 7 great plays down the stretch, and obviously sort of a fumble there at the end.
Technically not over yet. 1.1 second to play. What's the call?
Back. They want it back.
They want the ball to be back. They're going to
redo it.
inbound it once again. 1.1 second to play on the clock. They're going to make sure the scorers table is in sync with the officials on the floor. The clock will start when Holmes gets the ball. There it is. And that's your ball game.
That's it.
The Gryphs pull it out with a 65-63 win. They needed that win to keep their playoffs hopes alive as the Gryphs will now advance to the main event later tonight.
Huge for the Gryphs.
What a game. I mean, you can't even write a script for that. What happened, the build-up, the lead, the ending, I don't know.
Maybe Mike Tolan could write that kind of a script, but he'd be the only one.
Right.
Let's take a look at our updated standings here. The top 4 teams in SlamBall have clinched a playoff spot as the playoffs will start on Tuesday. The Gryphs with that important win because they don't want the teams behind them to catch them. The top 6 teams will make the playoffs. Standing by with Sean Inches Jackson is the player of the game for the Gryphs, Kayshawn Jones.
What a game. Coming from you live from the Cocktail Pavilion Stadium of SlamBall Arena. I'm with Kayshawn Johnson. Wonderful game. What a game. What's going through your mind right now?
We needed it. We've been playing hard all year. The results don't really show for, our record don't show really how good we are. But it's time to turn it up. It's playoff time now, and we know what we got to do.
You guys got a good break on this one. You guys got the winner of the Mob or the Rumble. Who do you want to take on?
Doesn't matter. We know what we're supposed to do. It's playoff time now.
Congratulations, my man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Congratulations.
All right, Inches, we appreciate that. Back here with Mason and Hernando. That was one of the best games of the season, Mason.